All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh?
Here we go, 180!
This one is for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
Here we go. 180! There we go, back man. 180! go. Blue 80! Done! 180! Here we go, here we go. Blue 80! There we go, back, back. 120! Done! 180! There we go, back, back. 180! There we go, back, back. 120!
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Eagles going up against the Jets. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into the season, but you're exactly right. Starters will play very little, if at all, in this game. A lot of guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
Here we go now. Green 3.
First carry for Matt Forte. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun here from McCown. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Wentz now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
And they'll go Wentz to Blount here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ian Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And, Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy, crazy, crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, You figure there's no way we're giving this one up, and we're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. McCown to throw on second down. His pass caught with the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Safarian-Jenkins from 6 yards away. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They find some open. LeGarrette Blunt, the 40. Acott's right sideline and some space. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt, 75 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hang on now. Green 39. Green 39.
McCown now on first down. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian-Jenkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Set. 3-19.
From the gun, it's McCown. He completes it to Stewart. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and get it with Forte. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And they've got it here with a first down. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They go again with Powell, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Petty now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight. Thursday, September 7th is when it all begins. The top 2 seeds in the AFC playoffs last year, Kansas City at New England, will be there at Foxborough. And then some great matchups on Sunday the 10th as well.
And 2 more on Monday night, Saints-Vikings, Chargers-Broncos.
And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Foles. And a right side completion here by LaFell. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Foles. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Brent Selleck, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And an update from up in Foxborough. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Eli Manning, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one.
Green 39! Green 39!
They begin with a carry for Powell. Whoosh! And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
Here's Patty. And incomplete. Jordan Leggett the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now he'll look look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got Greg here, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go. 319. 319.
They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here's Foles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete. This is Brent Saleh. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 25. 18 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Saleh. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And an update from up in Foxborough, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Eli Manning with one touchdown pass thus far.
So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Third down from the 20. Williams is able to zero in on the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. Jets take it at the 6. McCown's on point with the throw. And this play will go for 6 as they take a 7-0 lead. We go now late in the first. Blunt's got it on the run, and he'll take this 75 yards for the score. The Eagles tied up at 7. Eagles on 2nd and 7. Foles on point with the throw, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Eagles up by a touchdown. So that'll do it from our EA Sports studios. Let's get back up to New Jersey as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This is the running back, Powell. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now back to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes
he's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Carter coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to run. It's Sproles. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. First down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 more yards there and another first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now, and Lamb leading the charge offensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Let's go! 3-19!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's first down, New York. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They run with Powell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And once again, they go with Sproles. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Sproles. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And with whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Petty now. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying for his running back, Bilal Powell. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
You have grades for each position that range. Browse available players to help improve your team. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to work? I'm ready to work. Are you ready to work? If you are, then go out and prove it to me. Show me what you got.
Here we go, back man. 120! What's this up? Done! 120! Done! Here we go. 120! Done! Here we go. Lady! Done! Here we go, back man. 180! Done! There we go, back man. 280! What's this on? Done! 120! Here we go. 120! Here we go, back man. 180! Here we go. 120! Go. 120! Here we go. 280! Here we go. 120! Here we go, back man. 120! Here we go. 120! Here we go. 120! Here we go, back man. 280! Here we go. 280!
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Go. 280! Here we go. 280!
man. That was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advanced Week to get to your next game.